Have you ever seen people online competing to be the best parent or the best son or daughter? Well, more than 600 years ago, China had something like that. People were lying on frozen rivers for weeks. Let me explain. Part 1. The emperor who wanted to promote good kids. When the Ming Dynasty was founded, Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang wanted to revive traditional Confucian values, especially filial piety. Very basically the idea that you should honor and care for your parents. So he told his Ministry of Rights, collect all the best stories of people being extremely good to their parents, and publish them as a national example. Sounds wholesome, right? Like a government-sponsored Best Child of the Year award. Oh boy, he had no idea what was coming next. Part 2. The ancient meme, lying on ice to get fish. In ancient Chinese legends, there was a famous story called lying on ice to get a carp. According to the 4th century book, In Search of the Supernatural, a man named Wang Xing wanted fish for his sick stepmother in winter when the river was frozen solid. So he stripped down, lay on the ice, tried to melt it with his body heat, and miraculously, the ice opened and a fish appeared. Yes, it's a legend. Hypothermia isn't real. Just go with it. It was a Confucian fable, very exaggerated but very popular. Part 3. The Ming Dynasty turns it into a competition. Once the emperor announced that he wanted filial piety stories, the whole country went, "Say no more, I'm getting on that ice." Suddenly, everyone started doing live-action remakes of the ancient legend. And the stories kept getting more stupid. Case 1. The man who dreamed too hard. A man named Decheng dreamed that his dead mother fell into a river and he couldn't save her. Reasonable nightmare. But when he woke up, he said, "Wife, we're walking 300 miles to my mom's grave, and I'm going to sit next to ice for 7 days straight." And he did, for 7 days, hugging ice. The emperor, who grew up without parents, was deeply touched. He promoted Li to a government job. Really, he was pushing the be a good Confucian and good things will come your way angle. Then came the next guy. Case 2. Why go to a doctor when you have a river? A man named Zhang Shi had a mother whose eyesight was bad. Did he call a doctor? No, that would make sense. He instead crawled onto a frozen river and lay there for 1 entire month, praising that any supernatural being nearby would help. When he got up, his mother's eyes were mysteriously better. Probably coincidence, but the court loved it and rewarded him. At this point, Wang Xing, the original lying on ice guy, actually sounds normal, but wait, it gets worse. Case 3. The 3-year ice challenge. Then came Wang Xing. His mother had a cough, so he climbed onto the ice and stayed there for 3 years. 3 years. I don't know what cured his mother, but I do know his neighbors definitely thought, that guy is fighting the river god. The government? Still impressed, still rewarding people. And because awards were being handed out like coupons, the ice challenge became too competitive. So people began to escalate. Part 4. Combining 2 legends for maximum drama. Ancient China also had another famous and very disturbing filial story. Guo Ju buries his son. Long story short, Guo Ju was poor. His mother didn't eat much to save food for his baby. So Guo Ju decided, better to bury the baby so mother can eat more. Just as he started digging, gold magically appeared in the ground. Moral of the story: if you are nice to your parents, you will get the reward from the god. Actually, it might have been some forgotten hidden treasure from someone long ago, like we talked about in another video. But in the Ming Dynasty, someone tried to combine the two stories. That someone, Jiang Bo'er. Case 4. The story that finally broke the emperor. Jiang Bo'er's mother got sick. He first cut off his own flesh to feed her, because another ancient legend said, eating your child's flesh cures illness. Shockingly, this didn't work. So he made a vow, dear heavens, if you cure my mother, I will sacrifice my own son. His mother recovered, and unfortunately for his son, he was a man of his word. Then he bragged about it to everyone, as if he had achieved something heroic. When Emperor Zhu Yuanzhang heard this, he finally lost it. What is wrong with you people? Stop lying on ice. Stop cutting your flesh. And for heaven's sake, stop deleting your children. You are sick. Go to a doctor. He sentenced Jiang to 100 lashes and exiled him to a remote island. After this imperial rant, all those extreme filial piety performances vanished almost overnight. So yes, the emperor tried to promote good morals, but instead he accidentally created the ancient equivalent of a viral TikTok challenge, except far less safe, far more extreme, and definitely not doctor approved.